Hey everyone, welcome back here to Call Wild the Angler. And I know it's been a long time since I was last out here. In fact, it's kind of sad, but you know, hold on. Before I continue, let me pull out my gear. I've been out here. Sorry, the gear looks a little mishmashed because I'm trying to work on some of the stats on it here. And I only realized this here a couple of days ago when I came in to try and test this out because of the fact that I haven't been in here in a long time. I wanted to try to get back in the swing of things. So, yeah, bear with me. I'm going to check this out here. This is, I believe, a float fish. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. But it's been a long time since I've been out here to play, and honestly, you guys probably wondering why I even bother. Well, first off, I like the game. I still like the game, and why I say I still like the game is because since the last video I posted out there, I had mentioned that I was wanting to come out here and do what I'm doing right now, which is to go ahead and try to do some realistic fishing with turning off all the aids and everything like that, you know, and relying on the sound of the line, as well as watching the rod and stuff like that, and trying to put some fights and stuff in that way, and just try to do a realistic fishing style, just kind of like I do with my hunting and everything, right? Well, when I put that video out, little did I know that within like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, the developers would send out an announcement that they are no longer working on or developing or supporting this game anymore, which makes me sad. Makes me really, really sad, because I was hoping at some point that they would eventually put in some deep sea fishing locations and possibly tackle the aspect of fly fishing and everything. But I guess apparently just didn't get enough support. Plus, there's probably a lot of critical reviews. All right, hold on, let me focus on this. All right, I got you. I'm trying to listen here. It's been a little bit, so bear with me. All right, I'm trying to like pay attention to the sounds. It's got a big fish on there. Most likely, now, when I came out here to test this, I'd say almost a week ago. What I was doing in that short period of time frame for maybe about a half hour was catching a bunch of, I think it was chum salmon. And that's most likely what I got in line here. And I was using hot dogs and stuff. I had a couple big ones on there that snapped the line and got away when I wasn't paying attention to it so much. And anyway, so yeah, it's a learning curve right now. This is, I think the biggest one I caught so far was a pretty hefty silver. Right there, let's go ahead and secure that. There you go, another chum salmon. See, silver. So that one's a 10.67 pound fish right there. The biggest one I think I caught out here is a 16 pounder, a little over 16 pounder. So that one put up a bit of a fight, but you can see that my gear there, the rod is almost maxed out. The reel is over halfway. The hot dog is maxed out. So I'm just trying to work on some of these things because I like to, you know, let me go ahead and throw this guy. Oops. Sorry, don't mean that. Let me throw this guy back, release him. I like to work on improving my skills, and there also you'll see that I got some of the challenges that going up here, and I'll come into them in a little bit to show you what was going on. So, but I like to work on all my different skills and things like that to max everything out. You know, take full advantage of the game, you know, whatever the game is, and learn it to its fullest potential. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing out here. I'll probably be swapping through some stuff. I'll probably also cut out and edit some things here and there because I don't think I'm going to have like a lot of time where I'm going to be chit-chatting the whole session like I am right now, dialogue and everything. I might be just sitting out there waiting for a fish to hop on the line and reel it in. So in between those dead spells, probably just like cut some of that stuff out so it's not completely boring for you guys. Just realize obviously there's going to be some lag time in between catching fish. It won't be one right after the other generally. Not saying it hasn't happened before, but generally. All right, well, because it's been a while since I've been in here, and I haven't done any of these challenges in a bit, and I didn't really want to focus on like one specific thing, I obviously set up all my daily challenges for any fish, any amount, for both the daily and the weekly challenges here. So hopefully I'll be able to complete some of these, but this is some of the stuff I'm going to have running in the background. But anyway, so getting back to what was going on here with the why the devs stopped working on it. I have a feeling, for one, it was again not a big enough player base out there. People weren't playing this nearly as much as they probably should have been to help continue support, plus possibly the lack of purchasing the DLCs and things. On top of it, and I hate to say it, this is probably more the aspect that's critical of it, is that there's some features that just didn't get implemented the way that other people would prefer to have them done, like on Fishing Planet and stuff like that, with being able to walk around while you have a fish online to help control it. I think that was one of the big factors, and some of the realism aspect of things, I think, with fishing. Mind you, I think, and what I'm doing here right now is honestly, I'm amazed with, you know, I mean, I think it just opened up there so that the line can go out. I'm amazed with is the fact that I can do something here that I don't think I could do on Fishing Planets and the other games. All right, got another thing online, which is this right here. It's listening to the thing, not watching meters and stats and stuff like that going on, and being able to fight the fish as I would in real life. Because in real life, I'm not going to have some sort of meter over there telling me how big the fish is on the line, how strong it is to getting ready to snap it and things like that, you know. So, and then on top of it, I've got the aspect of feeling the vibration in my controller here, which I can't do on Fishing Planet unless that was implemented at some point here, which I doubt. But what do we get? Another chum, I'm guessing. Wasn't too big. This is small. Yeah, look at it. It's only 6.27 pounder. Teeny tiny compared to that last one. Anyway, so as I was saying, it's like I get to experience and do this kind of stuff here where I listen to it, feel it, I kind of sense it, you know. I get to experience the fish, landing the fish, instead of just looking at bars and lines and numbers trying to tell me that that's what, you know, the best way to do it. This is, like, I think more of a challenge, and I don't know, maybe I just haven't put enough time in on like Fishing Planet, Russian Fishing 4 and stuff like that, but the big thing for me is the vibration on the thing. That's one, and then just the sound effects. So, like, this guy is definitely he's straining the line. He's straining the line. You can hear it, just that. If I was to try and crank up the tension, he'd probably snap it in an instant. So this is probably gonna be a bigger fish. And I don't want to, like, necessarily, I could probably do it like this, but that could also potentially snap the line. So I'm just trying to let the rod and reel do its job and pull it in. Now, if it gets to be too tough, then obviously I'll have to do some fighting on it, but this one seemed like it's okay. So I think it's almost in here. Yeah, another chum. 9.56, so yeah, catching chum like crazy out here. So also the other thing is since that last video I did, they released where I'm at here right now, which is on Kamiyabietsu or something like that. Kamiyabietsu or something. It's the Japanese reserve, and I've only been out here so slightly. With I haven't even like gotten far into the mission zone. This is like literally right outside the first starting location, which is directly behind me right now. So I figured I haven't explored this much. What better way to come out here to do a return video than to come back to the last released reserve and do some fishing on it. So I don't know what other fish are out here as far as locations. I haven't done enough exploring right now. I know there's obviously koi and stuff, and I know the different types of fish that are out here, but I haven't done the exploring and everything to try to figure out all their different locations. So right now I'm just kind of sticking near where we started at the beginning here. So I may end up moving on after a bit if I get kind of tired of catching salmon here, at least at this location, just so I can kind of, like I said, get to experience a little bit more of the reserve. But I figure this is a nice place to start, and hope you guys enjoy it as well. But anyway, so yeah, I was sitting here thinking about the fact that the bigger fish I had on line that about, like I said, about a week or so ago, I had, I think, 2 snap lines, but I had a couple that were that 16 pounder. He put a good solid fight for me. He put up a good solid fight. Like this guy, this one's all right. I think I could wheel it in without, like, hopefully without it. Wait. I don't know, let's see if we can need to wear him down a little bit here. Gotta listen to that tension. think he's pulling it out a little bit here. Now I'm going to reduce the tension a little bit, and I'll put up a little bit of fight here for it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that 16-pounder, it took a few minutes for me to be able to land that guy. Like I said, that was only a silver too, so I don't know if this gear setup will be sufficient to bring in a gold. I really don't. I have no clue. That reel is funny though. It's the Christmas reel, the Festivus one, whatever. Kind of looks out of place on this rod. This kind of looks out of place in general, but all right, should be getting close here. 11.37. So he's a bit bigger than that first one. Not too bad. I do like the different variations. So that's one thing I saw in here that was really kind of cool. If you've been looking at and paying attention, the different scales and stuff like that, they have different color variations on them, which is really kind of cool. I don't know if you can. We'll see if we can look at it here, but try to pay attention. So this one's got like a little bit of the red right there in the center. Kind of red and brown with the gold and everything, that dark and stuff. So we'll see if what the next one is that I can bring in, what that's going to look like. But they do have variations, which is what they introduced here, which I think is really kind of cool. And honestly, with the vast variety, specifically on the koi fish, it's amazing. And honestly, I really wish they would implement something like that into the hunting games, where it's not like static fur variations, but like randomized, to like put in some different factors and variables, whatever, for it to create the fur variations on its own, so they're like always getting the same ones. I think that would be amazing. But anyways, the angler did it here. I think it's one amazing feature for the game, and I'm happy for it. So, but we'll see what else we can get though. We'll look at the next one when it comes up. I think we did some of this before on one of the previous videos. I think maybe I was showing like the walleye or something on Golden Ridge, because I think it had that there as well. But all right, anyways, let's just focus on some fishing here and see what I catch. And like I said, I may just skip over some dead spots here, but I'm just gonna relax and enjoy the day. All right, got something. Just reel it on in. Seems to be pretty light again, so I even cranked up the tension again. So, and it still sounds like it's coming in pretty smoothly and easily. I don't think this is gonna be like probably much greater than like 8 or 9 maybe, if that. Come on. I like the time of day out here right now. Actually, I came out in the morning. This is a little earlier than where I was about a week ago, so it was a bit brighter. But I like the purple sky effect here. Nice little sunrise. I didn't think this was that big of a fish, but maybe. I mean, I think it was. Okay, there we go. Wasn't like fighting per se, so I was beginning to wonder if maybe it was reeling my line out and I was just letting it go. Come on. Come on. It's actually taking a little bit longer than I was expecting here for this one. Maybe this is a bigger... Oh! Well, that answers that. It is a bigger one than I expected. Maybe it was pulling my line out this entire time frame and I was just letting it go. Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Well, let's see if maybe I could try to catch it again. Get it back on the line. That's crazy. So while I'm waiting for another fish to hop on here, something else I thought about the fact is that after the devs stopped doing support for the game here, they also kind of shut down all the different channels on the Discord except for like some of the news, not news, but some of the aids and things like that, which can help out with locating what I'm about to discuss. But I kept using the Discords early on when they were still supporting the game to help catch the few legendary fish that I've got. And now that that's no longer being supported, I don't even think you can upload pictures and things like that anymore, so people can't really help out that way. I don't know, I have to double check again. Trying to find out where the legendaries are at on the reserves at this point, I think that's going to be so much harder for me to try and do. And it's a shame because, oops, guy, I saw the fish jump out there too. It's a shame because there's things that you need to do in order. You have to have legendary fish in order to get certain equipment and gear. There we go. Crank the tension up just a bit. That might be too much. All right. But yeah, so I'd like to be able to work on getting some of that stuff at some point. But obviously, if I can never find legendary fish, then that's kind of a moot point. But I guess it would also help if I got in here and did a lot more fishing. But problem is that I've got too many other things I'm trying to do all the time with like the hunting games and stuff. Don't snap my line. Don't snap my line. So so yeah, between the hunting games and some of the other things I like to do as well, it's just any game. I can't like dedicate like non-stop to it at one point. I mean, I guess I could, but I like too much of a variety to just dedicate it to one solitary thing. So let me crank that tension down a little bit again. So I guess that kind of makes it harder to really get to know and learn things on each of the ins and outs of all the different games I play. So that include obviously trying to find legendaries out here in the reserve. So it's probably gonna be more of a stumble upon, or try to figure out when I'm ready to go out and hunt it specifically, and then do it. There's one out here on the reserve. I saw it when I first loaded in. I just don't know where it's located at. I'm not even sure which one it is. So, but it's just another thought I had about the fact that there's no longer dev support. All right, let me focus on this because I need to pay attention to the sounds and stuff like that as well. See that tension there? It's like straining it. It's obviously that's what you need to do in order to wear the fish out, but at the same time, you're risking the line snappage. So I really do like that feature, how they added that in here to you could just rely on sounds and the feels and the vibrations in order to catch a fish if you're really paying attention to what's going on. This could be a bit bigger. Maybe it's the same one I snapped before. I just gotta be more patient with it and pay attention a little bit better. Keep pulling back on it as it's trying to pull out, make it tire itself out. Bird up there in the sky. Yeah, I could see why it'd be helpful to be able to walk around. You know, I've done that on the Fishing Planet and stuff as well. I could see the point of it, especially if you're trying to fight the fish. But I think if you can't walk around, you can at least rotate it, because it does put more tension on it when you like get the pole to be in a position like that. Come on, fish. You getting close? Yep, he's getting close. There we go. Chum silver, 14.46. See, that one's a little bit bigger. Now, let's see if we can see any differences. It almost looks about the same, but if you notice, it looks like actually the red is more on there compared to the last one, where there was a bit more black right above the fin. There's not so much black right there above the fin at this point. So you can see, like I said, there's some distinct variations in the scales and stuff like that on the different fish here. So it's a pretty nice looking guy right there, isn't it? Kind of wish I could get a better angle on the camera though. I can't pull it far enough out. It'd be close enough to look at it and pull it far enough out in order to get a good picture of it there. Anyways, let's see. A couple screenshots. I might use that for a thumbnail, but let's go ahead and release. And then I heard something out here splashing around. Over there. There we go. Let's see if this can entice whatever that is jumping out of the water over there. Well, it did. It's jumping out of the water to show me that it's over there, but it's shown no interest at all in getting my rod. But I thought about something else I want to try here, which is actually going to break the immersion a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this rod down, and then I'm going to go ahead and select my lure fishing river, so I can kind of do both together at the same time. Let's see here. I'm not even sure what I can catch with this one right now or not, whether it be the same fish or something else, or if there's anything in here to catch with what I got. Oh, apparently there is. I'm not even sure what strength I got on this rod. I didn't even pay attention to that. I just knew I had it, so I wanted to spice things up a little bit. Seems like it's coming in pretty easily, though. Alright, what do we get? Oh, look at that tiny 2.36 pounder. Man. Beast. Beast. Look at that. But yeah, you can see even on there, there's the variations on the scale. Still got the red and black, but obviously in a different pattern. So, but yeah, fun stuff. So still catching chum salmon here. But all right, well, I'm not going to complain. Oh, that's right. I can't turn that off here. I can't go into the hide the HUD when I'm doing this, because it actually is part of the setting for this type of fishing. And it's a shame because I can't turn everything off completely. And I think I pointed out in the last video that stuff pops back in after I like swap around and stuff. So it's like constantly a battle to turn things off here and there. But you can do it as much as possible. Looks like we lost the pink purple skies a little bit there. Excuse me. She almost in. Come on. Like right here. I know it. What are you like, trying to find the bottom? There you go. See it down there. Ooh, nice big one. 13.63. And that didn't even feel like any strain at all on the line to me. Not like the other rod. Look at that guy, though. The mouth. Chomp, chomp. Yeah, I wish I could back it up like I said. It's just this is like too close for the fish. But, oh well. I mean, because if I start going back, and then I lose the bottom of it and stuff, so. But, anyways. That one's still fine. See if I can get myself a bigger one on here, possibly even a gold. That'd be kind of sweet. Got something on it already. This is why I like to do this kind of fishing over the float fishing, because I get more strikes on it, it seems like. Let me crank up the, not even here. There's like nothing pulling on the thing. I've like maxed it up, like maybe not maxed, but put like about 50, I think I'm tension. I don't know, let's crank it back down again, but. Oh, he's tiny. Let's look at that. 1.92 pounder. Woohoo! There's the fish that got away. It was this big. It was this big. I swear. Massive monster. Should have seen it. Put up a major fight. Anyways, I'm getting close to completing a couple of those challenges I see there. That's good. Another fish on the line. Look at that one jumping out there. Maybe I'm going to need to reposition the flip fish once I get this one caught here. Because that thing hasn't caught anything out there since I threw it out to where that one jumped out at. Come on. Now you gotta be getting close. There you are. And another big one, 11.5. Sweet. Alright, let me stash them back up, I guess. Stash this one there. Pick this one up. We'll pull it in. See what's the there we go, quick retrieve, and then we will chuck it out here and try the location, and then I will drop that, pick this one up and go for it again. Man, seriously, it's been like 6 months, I think, is what I saw since I last fished, at least here. I think that's in general period. I've really got to like refamiliarize myself with some of the techniques and the lures and things like that, because it's been a while. I was actually doing pretty good when I was heavily focused on it here, but you don't do something for a while and you tend to forget things after a bit, so I got to refamiliarize myself a lot. Like, I'm not doing too bad for the fact that I haven't like paid attention. I didn't like dive into everything real quick before I came out here. Man, this guy just ripped out. Oh, a sockeye. Something different. A little like 1.2 pounder, or 1.3 pounder, but at least it's not a chump salmon. It's like something, a variation. That's cool. Oh, apparently it completed one of my objectives for the story here as well. The missions, the jobs. I wasn't trying to. I actually intentionally turned all that stuff off to not have to focus on it because I just wanted to fish right now today, but hey, if it wants to help me out, then it's great. Oop, oop. Come, no, come on. I need to. Quick retrieve. Come on. Move, drop. All right. There we go. Woo. Doesn't seem like much of a fight, though. Seems like this is going to be a tiny fish. Consensus is in, it'll probably be a salmon. Since that's all I've caught here so far. Come on. There you are, I see you. Kind of cool to be able to see them on the water like that. Look at that, nice big one. 9.5. I mean, not huge, obviously, but still. Big used hot dog. Hot diggity dog. Sorry if, oops, I need to pick that up. If you get that reference, you must have had kids some point in your time in your life. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to twitch or nothing, just constant right now. There we go. Something right here near the end. A little small, tiny one. Oh, it's a brook trout. Third type of fish out here today. Nice, new best rank board. That's not saying much considering all the salmon I've been catching. Fun stuff. Oh, apparently I started another quest. Said I'm not going to complain. What's over here splashing? Ooh. Let's pick this up. It's got some tension on it there. Might have ourselves a little bit of a fighter. It's like so peaceful out here though. Like just listening to the animals, the frogs and stuff croaking and everything after the birds chirping. Water lapping. I could just sit here and enjoy that. Not even fish, just sit here and enjoy it. Just like I'd probably fall asleep and stuff, but at the same time it'd be nice. Just relaxing. Come on, guy. Come on in. A little bit of tension, a little bit of swinging on there. Let's play a guitar with the alignment now. Ding, ding. Right here. Where you at? Where you at? Hiding behind the post? Yeah. Nice. Little 10.38 pounder. Just keep ranking them in, man. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. As I always say in my hunting and things like that, I always use the cash. Alright. Had to get used to what I was doing here again real quick. I don't know if I really need the experience so much anymore. I mean, I think there are a couple things I still need the experience for. I think I get like 100, level 100 or something like that for a couple things, but last I checked, I was in the mid-50s, early to mid-50s. So I got a ways to go, but there's not like, oops. Oh no. We got two going here. I don't know what to do here. Can I get this one in quick enough? Because it's the stronger line. Maybe. Let's see. Come on, stay on the other one over there. Stay on the other one over there. Stay. Let me get this in. Come on. All right, secure. Oh, it got off. Saw it the last second. It got off. This is only a 9.4 pounder. What am I even using? It was some sort of spinner. I was wondering what kind of like bait I was using. Alright, well, let's throw this out. I can start winding it back in and dropping it here. I thought I could drop it here. Couldn't. Oh, maybe not where I'm at. Interesting. Too close to the edge or something. Oh. In the video, I pointed out the fact that you can go ahead and throw one out and like the lure fishing here, spin fishing, set it down and still have it reeling in on you. If you were reeling in when you set it down, it did automatically. That's what I was going to try to do, but apparently you have to be in the right position and I'm not. So, but still got something on the line here, even though it doesn't seem like it. How's that? Another brook trout. Sweet. Get some good feeds in here. Some good dinner. Grub. Let's see if I can back up here a little bit. Good eats. So that's what I was trying to think of. Get some good eats. Alright, can I drop this? Yes, I can drop it. Now it should still be, yes, it's down there. It's still spinning. I want to pick this one up just in case because I don't know if it like takes the bait off there or not. I think it probably stays, but just kind of wanted to reset it anyway, so let's just see what happens here. Watch the rods. There we go. Luckily I didn't pull it in the water. Can you imagine? That sucked. Yeah, this is definitely a much stronger rod and reel. Challenge is not like nearly as difficult. Little bronze, chum. Of course, they look like he had some of the same skin variations on their scales that I saw in a couple other ones already, but maybe there's still slight differences. Hey, check it. That was timing. Oh, what? Oh, did I jerk it too soon? Well, let's go over and get this one then. I think what happened is that when I picked up this rod over here, I tried to do the whole snag on it before the fish was ready, and it spooked the fish probably. That's why I didn't get it on the line. We'll try again here in a second, I guess. A little chum. So look, it looks like there's like a little bit of iridescence in the scales there. Maybe it's not the different in the yeah, the scales themselves are the same. It's just the lighting on them. That's partly, but yeah, it's still got a different scale variation on it here. But you can see like when the sun hits it just right, you got that rainbow effect going there. All right. I think I must have completed a couple of the daily challenges, or of the challenges, say most likely the daily, because I don't think nearly all of them have been popping up like they were before. This challenge has helped though with cash and experience. So if you need any, it's always wise just to do them. Can't hurt. You got a week for the weeklies, obviously, and dailies can be done pretty quickly. And you get to pick and choose which ones you want out of what's listed, so it's like kind of caters to your specific style. 7.8. Not huge, but hey. I like salmon. I do like to eat salmon a lot. Actually, I've come to find out that I really like swai a lot. I think I even like swai more than salmon, but salmon's good fish. But yeah, swai and whitefish, I think those are some of my favorites. Then get down the ocean, you got mahi-mahi and things, but hey, we're here catching lots of salmon, so filling up the refrigerator quite extensively. That and trout. It's like doing nothing. Oh, that's tiny. I saw it jump out of the water there. That's crazy. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, look, I got another one of my mission stuff done. Nice. Completing it without even trying. That's kind of cool, though, making progress. Haven't really had a need to, I don't think, cut anything so much at this point, because either I've been yammering on for a lot or it's been pretty active, so it's not too bad. Not too bad in the way of the video here, I guess. Session. Gotta get jumping out there. Another little small salmon, a little 3.6er. Anyways, I guess if you know what? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let me turn around real quick, but that's the starting location back there. If you hadn't been paying attention all the times that I was doing the trophy poses and stuff when they're showing what was going on, but yeah, literally you start on this reserve right back there with that building. So I don't remember if I've done that before here or not. Honestly, I'd have to double check my videos, but I don't think I actually fished here on the video before. I don't know, I might be mistaken, but there we go. See, I do like that they implemented this, the fact that we can have at least 2 rods. I mean, I know like Fishing Planet's got 3 and stuff, and I think, is it 3 or 4? I know 3 for a fact, but 2's fine for me. I think if it got more than 2, I'd probably have a hard time if they're all like full of fish. It would stress me out. There's sockeye. I mean, it's already a challenge enough as it is just to go back and forth between these two. And maybe it's just the limitation of this game here, but I can't imagine what it'd be like to do 3 or even 4 rods. But and then again, I think on Fishing Planet, you can kind of wear it out and swap over in the midst of the reeling it in and do it where, and like kind of go back and forth between the different fish and different rods. Whereas here, you're kind of, once you snag it on the line, you're committed. You can't switch between the other line and try and reel it in. That's why I was like hoping that one would stay nibbling down there while I was reeling this one in. So that is a limitation, but again, I'm still catching the fish. I'm reeling one in one way or the other. So I mean, how many do you need to reel in at the same time anyways? I only got 2 arms. I'm not an octopus, man. I can't reel in 4 different lines at the same time. Hey, caught it right here near the end. There you go. Little tiny one again. A little brook trout. Yeah, when I don't have to secure the catch, it means it's tiny. When it comes in automatically, that's a tiny fish. Coming right here. Oh, it's like right there at the end. I see you down there. I see. Can I do a little lob? Can I do a little lob? Let's see if I can slow this down. Oh, it's... Ah. Whoa. No. Oh, man. So, oh, look. Kamui Betsu Legendary Fish is active. But if I'm seeing this, and if you're seeing this, I'm going to turn that off down there. And if you saw what had just happened, obviously I had the fish down here that was right at the base of me. I tossed the one line in to try and get it, and then the other line caught on, and panic-stricken, button bashing, game crashing. That's what happened, folks. It was kind of a bummer, but I think it's probably near the end of the time frame with 182 for this session anyways. So I think I'm just going to probably call it here, or call it there, whatever, for this video, this session. I'm still enjoying it though. I think what I may end up doing is I may actually go out here and start working on some of the hey, there's a fish out there. Whoa, and the sunlight changes. I may go out there and can I get something, I guess, real quick? I don't know if this will work or not, but I may go out and, like I said, try to do some of the actual story jobs and missions and things like that out here on this reserve, since I haven't done really anything at all, to maybe work on that. Maybe I'll just record that in another session. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think for now, though, I'll see if I can get this guy here. But until next time, thanks for joining me. I wish you guys all the best. Happy fishing. Take care. God bless. Bye. There you go. Yeah, the floating rod wasn't doing much of anything. I sat there for a little bit trying to wait to see if that one would come in, but swapped over to the spinning rod and got here within a matter of seconds. So there we go. It is what it is. But let's see what we got. Another little tiny guy down here, a little guff. See? Brook trout, silver. Yay! Nice. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide fade away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Sorry, I'm not a professional singer.